Tube lights are by no means a new concept, and I swear in 2019, every single music video had tube lights in the background. Today, tube lights are more affordable than ever, with tons of different brands taking a crack at that kind of design, which brought the prices down. But one brand in particular is now trying to slightly redefine the design of the tube light to offer us something slightly different. That brand is Smallrig, and I'm super excited to show off their light, the RT25. And this video is sponsored by Smallrig, so this is not a review, this is me showcasing the product to you to show what it's all about so you can decide for yourself if it's something that might be useful in your own work. All right, so I found a random location in Franklin that has some cool lights in the background. This is the shot with absolutely no lighting, and this is what it looks like with the Smallrig RT25, kind of boosting the ambience, giving a little bit of light on my face so it looks a little bit better. I matched the color as close as I could. So what I want to do is show you how to operate this thing right out of the box. It comes in this nice little case here. If you open it up, you can see the goods. The first thing is the battery grip, which is awesome because it shows you how much power you have left and it directly plugs into the light. This obviously is the light that we mentioned. You can see the barn doors on the front, then the back here has various mounting points and whatnot. You have mounting points here, in the middle, and on this side here on the top, so you can mount it in various different ways, which is really handy, especially if you're in a pinch doing random setups like this. It's nice to have those options. These barn doors just fold up like this, which is very nifty, and then your handle just plugs into the bottom of the light itself. You just pop it in like this, turn it, and it locks into place. It's nice and sturdy. And then on the back, you have your on switch. I see the Lord. Let me turn it down just a wee bit. Okay. What I love about this light is the menus are incredibly easy to operate. So basically on the back here, I'm gonna just turn this down so it doesn't blast my corneas. On the back, you have this dial, which controls the intensity. Then you just click this middle button to switch to a different setting, dial it in, switch to the last setting, dial it in. I do love that this light, when it's at 1%, it's very dim. Some other affordable options out there at 1%, it's still way too bright. I brought a light that I'll show you in a second that is way too bright at 1%. So to change modes, all you do is press the M button on the back. Now we're gonna be going into RGB mode. You can dial in the specific hue you want with the knob. Click that same middle button to change the brightness. Let me go up to full brightness. This is 100% brightness. Let me just put it on myself. Man, it's freaking bright. And then you dial it all the way down. This is 5% brightness. It's way more subtle. This is 1% brightness, and it's really close to me. Like, you can really just do nice little touches of light with this thing, and then you can shape it with the barn doors to make it even more minimal if that's what you want, which is very cool. And then also it has another mode that's basically like all of your fun effects and stuff like that. Party, cop car, color flash, SOS, please help me, Rihanna. Paparazzi, gotcha, sucker, lightning. I just want to stress the softness of this source. Like, for it being this close to my face at 1%, like, that's pretty soft. It's not bad at all. You could even run this through more diffusion if you'd like, or fully open the barn doors just to get it to spread a little bit more. For it being this affordable, it looks pretty soft just straight off the bulb, which is so handy. Let me show you that other light that just blasts you at 1%. For obvious reasons, I'm not going to mention what brand this is. That's 1% brightness. I know these are completely different fixtures of lights, but even when you put a soft source on this one, it's still extremely bright. So this is 1%, pointed right at me, from unnamed brand. This is the Smallrig at 1%. Look at the difference in softness, and I'm just holding it up to my face. It's kind of wild. All right, so I'm gonna break these down. They're very simple. You just close the barn doors, push this release button, put the handle in there, put the light in here, fold it into the case, zip it up, and it's packed up. It's very fast. So you might be wondering what actually separates a tube light design from a wand light design, which is technically what the RT25 is. Well, let me just show you my little setup over here. With a regular tube light, it would look like this, 360 degrees all the way around the light itself. But with a wand, it has a handle here that you can hold like a wand, who would have guessed, and point it at whatever you want, and then further shape it with these barn doors, which is very handy. Look how close I got that light to match, by the way. Pretty sick. Because it's a wand design, on the back of the light fixture itself, you have mounting points, which you wouldn't get with a 360 degree normal tube light, which usually just have mounting points on the top and the bottom. Also, an amazing feature is if you run out of power in the battery handle, the grip, you can actually use power delivery over USB-C, which is really cool. And actually, Smallrig just did a collab with Anker. They sent me one of their brand new power banks. It has multiple USB-C ports, multiple regular USB ports, and they sent it to me and asked me to tell you about it. So it's pretty cool if you're looking for a power bank as well. And it can directly power these lights or recharge the battery handles. So if you're looking for a power bank, it's a really good quality one, and check it out below. Another benefit of this being a wand design, not just being able to mount it in different points when you're a solo shooter, but if you're on set or working with a small crew, just being able to hold the dang thing without grabbing the light fixture itself. You know, it's just convenient design. It makes things very simple if you gotta just Hollywood some stuff. Like this cool truck I found, if you want to light that up. So the question is, why would you choose something like this over the competition? Well, very first thing is it's extremely affordable. I think right now this light brand new is like $180. And for that price, you get such incredible quality of light. The build quality itself is good. And you just get flexibility that other tube lights don't offer you. The wand design, the barn doors, the fact that the grip is the power, but you can still use power delivery with the grip completely removed, are all incredible features. And actually right now in this setup, I have the light at 1% brightness. The barn doors are barely open, so it's just this little sliver of light hitting me. And I hope the shot's looking pretty good. I tried to match the temperature to the street lights outside, and I'm using power delivery out of the Anker Solix battery I told you about, straight into this light. So the grip that comes with the light isn't even being used right now, which is nice because it's even more lightweight. And I just have a tiny Smallrig magic arm that I have mounted to my car. So this is what it looks like without the light, by the way. If I flick this little daddy on, this is what it looks like with it on. So kind of cool in a situation like this. Thank God Lauren doesn't watch my videos. She would be so pissed. But then I would just have to out her for her obsession with dilly bars. So this is the setup I was just using during those driving shots. I just have this little magic arm clamped onto this guy here, so it can move a little bit. But it holds the light just fine. You can see the grip's not on it, but this cable is coming down, going into this power battery that I was telling you guys about. This is the Anker Solix battery. Now with lighting this cinematic, there's only one thing left to do. So I did it. Pretty much the only thing I would change about this light is to give it app control. I think that would just make it one notch higher, because even just having it mounted here, I can't really control it. I have to like look behind it, or I had to get out of my car and look through this window to see the settings. Overall, solid light, very affordable. I actually would recommend it. It's really cool. This is not a review. It's a showcase. Don't cancel me. Text me when you get home so I know you're safe. I'll text you. I gotta drive. I don't want to text and drive, so I'll drive home and I'll text you. You text me. Thank you for enjoying this Smallrig summer series that I've been doing. I have 3 more videos left with him this summer. I'm excited to keep showing you guys some cool stuff. I'm excited that they wanted to work with me because it supports my family. Make sure you guys are lighting your scenes. I'm out of here. Love you guys. Bye.